If she's losing interest, she will do this. There's a moment, subtle, almost invisible, when something shifts, you sense it. Even if you can't name it, she's still smiling, still replying, still there, but not quite. It's like the lights are on, but the warmth is gone. In this video, we'll break down 6 signs she's slipping away, and what exactly she does when she's nearing the exit. These aren't the cliches you've heard before, these are the quiet signals. The last chance warnings that matter. 1. She replaces questions with observations. Early on, she was curious. How was your day? What did you mean by that? Tell me more about that thing you said. But now it's shifted. She comments instead. That's cool, nice. Oh, you went to the gym again. These aren't engagement. They're acknowledgements. You might mistake them for casual replies, but they're placeholders, like she's trying to keep the illusion alive without actually investing. It's no longer a conversation. It's her just marking time until the clock runs out. If she stopped asking, she stopped imagining. A future curiosity is tied to care, and when that fades, it's because mentally, emotionally, she's already walking away. Conversations lose depth, and without depth there's no progression, no vision of tomorrow. Her silence in this area isn't neutral, it's symbolic, a quiet disengagement. That says more than words ever could too. She adds noise, not intimacy. You text her and she replies eventually, but now it's memes, reels, screenshots of tweets. Funny, maybe personal, never. This is her strategy. She's replacing emotional connection with digital distraction. It's like putting on a playlist. When you don't want to talk during a car ride, you feel like you're still in touch, but the thread of intimacy is unraveling when she floods the chat with content instead of connection. She's already emotionally out the door, she's just waiting to see if you notice. Think about it, when someone wants to be known, they speak from within, not through borrowed content. When she defaults to external media, it's because the internal dialogue with you no longer feels necessary or desired. These distractions are substitutes, not supplements, and in the absence of true connection, her presence becomes a performance. 3. Her compliments get vague or recycled. Remember when she used to say things like, I love how calm you are when I'm anxious, or you always know what to say when I'm second-guessing myself. Specific, grounded, connected. Now, it's you're sweet, or worse, haha, your too much. Compliments are now either generic or ironic, both forms of detachment. This shift is like emotional autopilot. She's still flying with you, but her hand's not on the controls anymore. If her words feel less about you and more about keeping things light, she's already checked the emergency exits. The details in a compliment matter because they reflect observation, attention, and emotional investment. When compliments lose that specificity, it's because the motivation to look deeply into who you are has faded. General praise is easy because it requires nothing. Real admiration is earned through closeness, and when that vanishes, it's not about kindness, it's about emotional absence. For she tolerates plans, but never initiates. You suggest a dinner, she agrees. You ask if she wants to hang, sure, but when was the last time she asked to see you? Real interest has a gravitational pull. When she's drawn to you, she creates opportunity, she makes space, she mentions things she wants to do with you. If she's only showing up when invited, it's not loyalty, it's obligation, and that's a ghost town waiting to happen. Her silence around planning isn't laziness, it's distance disguised as busyness. When people value you, they weave you into their life, they anticipate, they plan, they reach out. And when that rhythm stops, it's not because she has no time, it's because she's conserving energy for something or someone else. She shows up physically but not emotionally, and presence without initiative is just quiet departure in disguise. 5. She becomes hyper-polite. This one's sneaky. She used to tease you, interrupt you mid-sentence, laugh in that unfiltered way that meant she wasn't performing, but now she's careful. Every text ends with an emoji. Her L's are strategic. She thanks you for things she never used to thank you for. She's switched from playful to polished. That edge of realness gone. Why? Because she's detaching, and when people pull away they often mask it with politeness. She's not trying to be closer, she's trying to make her exit graceful. Real connection comes with emotional risk, laughter, unpredictability, a certain roughness around the edges. When all that disappears and is replaced by politeness, it's because vulnerability is no longer present. She's managing impressions now, not sharing emotions, and when someone begins to treat you like a guest instead of a partner, they're not staying long. She mirrors you, but not in the way you hope. Here's the final stage. You pull back a little and suddenly she matches that energy. Not because it's a game, but because she's no longer invested enough to resist the drift. She doesn't ask why your calls are less frequent, she doesn't feel the silence. She lets it happen. This isn't spite, this is indifference, a quiet echo of your own disengagement, but without any intention to fix it. If she mirrors your distance instead of challenging it, that's not a cry for help, that's goodbye in slow motion. In healthy relationships, mirroring is a sign of empathy, of connection, but in fading relationships, it's a form of surrender. It's an acceptance that there's nothing left to fight for. She becomes a reflection, not a response, and when you see her disengaging without protest, understand this: she's not hoping you'll chase her. She's just silently stepping out, hoping the silence will speak what she no longer wants to say out loud.